Oh, 2025 is going to be a very, very interesting year. Next year, I'm going to be completely broke. I'm going to be on the side of the street asking for money. And this is just some next level BS right here. So, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, obviously I'm talking about the recent announcement of XENOBLADE Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I have played quite a bit of the Xenoblade Chronicles games. I don't know if I would consider myself like a super fan of these games, but I do enjoy these games quite a lot. I mean, I played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So I pretty much played and enjoyed all three games. Well, not all three. I personally only liked Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 3. In my opinion, hot take here, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sucked. It just was not my cup of tea. But that's for like a whole completely different video. We're focusing on Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now, the reason why I'm extremely excited for Xenoblade Chronicles X in particular is because this was one of those games that I've heard a lot of things about. And I always wanted to get my hands on it, but it unfortunately was just stuck on the Nintendo Wii U. And for the longest time, a lot of fans had no idea if this game was even going to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch, especially since that this game, like, if you don't know just how crazy this game is, Xenoblade Chronicles X is a very big game. Like, it is a huge ass game that I'm kind of surprised that they managed to make it run on the Nintendo Switch. Like, this is like very, very impressive to me that they were able to put this game on the Nintendo Switch, because honestly, I was kind of thinking they was going to put this on like the Switch 2 or something, you know, probably make it as like a launch title or something like that, or maybe make a sequel of this game like Xenoblade X2 or something like that. But no, they did it. They found a way to put this on Nintendo Switch, and so far from what we've seen of the trailer, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, there are some reworked facial animations for the characters and stuff. I think there's like higher visual fidelity with it too. Quote me if I'm wrong on that. But so far what we got is the game is going to be coming out on March 20th, 2025 for $60. So it's going to be a full priced game, which, I mean, it makes sense because we're talking about a 100+ hour game that's going to have a lot of content in here, and there will be additional story elements and more. We'll just have to wait and see what other stuff they're going to add in for the future. But overall, man, this looks really freaking incredible. I was not expecting this. I thought they was going to hold this off until like a Nintendo Direct or something. They just said, no, screw it. We're just going to release the trailer right here and now. And it looks so freaking good. And as I mentioned before, I never got to play the original Wii U release of this game, so I'm very excited to pick this up in March. Once again, this is just another game that I have to add into my list of JRPGs I need to play immediately. Like, I gotta get my hands on it. It looks really freaking good, bro. I'm very glad that this is coming out next year sometime in March, because honestly, when it comes to Switch games, I kind of just been, my Nintendo Switch has been, you know, collecting dust. I haven't really went out and like saw like a Nintendo Switch game that I'm just like, oh man, I gotta get this, man. It looks so good. But this one right here, I am easily getting this without a doubt. It is such a, you know, the one thing I really appreciate about Xenoblade Chronicles games is that when you pick up a Xenoblade Chronicles game and you get into it, it's going to keep your belly full. Like, the more you keep playing it and the more you keep getting invested into the stories and stuff, you're going to love every bit of it. You're just going to keep on eating and eating and eating and eating until you eventually get full. But then even when you think you're full, you're probably like, nah, I want one more bite, just one more bite. That's kind of like how most of the Xenoblade games are for me personally, at least specifically 1 and 3 for me, in my experience. And then in this game too, I've also seen like you can ride like a mech and stuff and fly around and use it all over the place. And when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, you can actually use a mech in this game? For real? And that got me super hyped because, you know, I absolutely love mecha and mecha video games in general. You know, that's why I really fall in love with games like Armored Core and stuff. So the fact that this game is going to give me that experience, but it's in like this big open world JRPG field with beautiful environments, amazing music by the GOAT himself, Suwano Hiroyuki. You probably know him from like the Attack on Titan series, which is a fantastic anime series, by the way. This is really good. I have nothing but high hopes for this brand new definitive edition / remaster. I'm very excited to see what kind of new quality of life improvements and stuff that they'll add on here, because I did hear that Xenoblade Chronicles X is like one of those slow burning games where the game doesn't really get like super crazy until like later on, much later on, like somewhere around like the 10 or 15 hour mark, or maybe 20 hours. I don't know, some of you guys might have to, you know, check me on that one, but I really want to see like all the new improvements and changes that they're going to add to this definitive edition and make it as smooth and as fun as possible, man. I have nothing but positive feelings about this one. I'm definitely copping this as soon as I can. And yeah, you know, that's pretty much it for right now. Until we get more information, I'll definitely be covering more of it. And yeah, man, I just had to get on here for a bit because I saw this in my inbox on Twitter, and I was like, wait a minute, this can't be, is this real? And then I go on YouTube, I type in the trailer, I'm like, wow, this is actually a real thing. It exists. Crazy, bro. Absolutely freaking crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for today's video. Hope you guys like and enjoy this video. I got another video about Sparking Zero coming up at some time later this week, maybe, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Until then, this was your boy Kazak, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.